Hi guys! Welcome back to this week's video. So I will be basically telling you how I got my first pet. And I have a book down below me, so if I keep on looking down, it's because of that. So at 6 AM on the 3rd of February 2007, so on my 7th birthday, my dad woke me up, and not literally, but he pulled me out of bed and he said, "Come, we're going somewhere." And I was wondering, okay, you wake me up at 6 AM on my birthday, where are we going? This has to be good. So we get in the car and we're both still like half asleep. My dad obviously more awake because he was driving. So we get in the car and we start driving somewhere, and then he tells me, "You're getting a cat." I was blown away because I was 7 and this was my first animal and I was so excited. We get to Tears, which is an animal rescue centre, and we park up the car and then we start walking in, and we had to kind of walk through a bunch of other animals to get to the cat enclosures. And as we get there, there was this woman sitting at the reception, and she was like, hi. We said, "Oh, we're here to pick up a cat." And then she said, "Okay, I'll walk you through." And she walked us through the massive cat enclosure. So it was this massive long passageway with about 10 cat enclosures, and like they were massive. It's still not good that they were kept in there, but it was like each enclosure was massive. There was probably about 10 cats in each thing. So we're walking, we see like really cute kittens, and we see these amazing cats, and like some cats I had never even seen before. And then we got, I think, to like the 3rd or 4th enclosure, and I turned around and there was a perch. And I thought, okay, maybe there's no cat in there. Then I heard a little meow. So I slowly crouched down and I slowly went towards the cage, and I saw this ginger cat, and she was so cute but so utterly scared. It was insane. I stayed where I was and I still looked at her, and then as I stayed there, she got more aware that I was there, and she started like warming up to me. Slowly start going towards her and saying like, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay." She finally comes out, and all she did is she just put her head in my lap and I just stroked her. And you could tell this cat went through trauma. My dad turned around and he looks at me and he goes, "Do you want this one?" And I looked down at the cat and I was like, "Yes, I want her, she's mine." The woman said, "Are you sure you want this cat?" And I looked at my dad and I looked down at the cat again and I say, "For sure, I definitely want this cat." And then she was like, "Oh, okay." We walked towards the reception to kind of sign her out. We signed her out, and then the woman continues telling us about this cat's story. She went through physical abuse, verbal abuse. She had a litter of kittens that were taken away for her. The story it's very sad, and apparently no one wanted her until we came along. So we signed her out and everything. We put her in a cage, and she didn't want to go in the cage, which was understandable. But we get her in the car, and then we drive home, and she gets used to the home. Over months, or like over days and over weeks and over months, she started warming up to everyone else in the house. And at this point, she still didn't like my dad. She would hiss at my dad and everything. She started warming up to everyone, and everyone started warming up to her. We all loved her from the moment we got her until the moment she was gone, and after. I still love her, and I always will. This next thing I wrote down is kind of my feelings towards Maggie and missing her. I loved the feeling of coming home to you every day and seeing you perched on the end of the couch, just waiting for me. I loved when you curled up to my body, and whenever I lied, you were right there next to me, hearing you purr in my ears every morning, even when I'd wake up and you were on my neck, on my stomach, on my chest, or even on my forehead. Whenever I think of you, I am both happy and sad. I'm sad because physically you are not here anymore, and I miss the warmth of your little body by the crook of my legs, every night, and to not hear you purr in my ear every morning, and to not hear your little scratches on the door because I somehow forgot to leave the door open for you to come in. So your little scratches and you nuzzling your face up to my leg for me to pick you up, and you meowing at me like you're angry because you had no water in your bowl. But I'm happy because I know you are no longer in suffering and you are no longer in pain. And you are probably living your cat life, in cat heaven, and living the dream like you did down here. I miss my baby girl. I'll always love you. I will always miss you, and I will always love you. My Maggie Moo, my Mags, my Maggie. I don't know how to end this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. It was more me venting on my feelings, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you next week. Bye guys.